Hey, welcome back, guys. It is the Flight Room Podcast, episode number 59. I'm your host for the night, Keys, and I'm with Lighthouse. Hey, guess what?
What's up, y'all?
Guess what? It's getting hot. It's getting hot than a motherfucker outside now. Cicadas is out. Motherfuckers is flying, hitting the goddamn car. Can't get the motherfuckers off the windshield. It's getting warm outside, guys. It's time to act up. Hey, Lighthouse. Tell me something that give me something that shows you that summer is here. What's something that you can identify with that strikes you? It's like, summer's here, just clicks for you. What is that? What's that one thing or a couple things?
Couple things. I mean, obviously the hot weather, the warm weather, sunnier days, the green leaves on the trees. You know, after they finish blossoming in the springtime and everything turn green. And then I also say cookouts, man. Just here smelling people cooking on the grill. I think that's one of the biggest indicators of summertime to me. And I think that's one of my favorite aspects of summer, man. I might cook on the grill maybe 2 or 3 times a week just because that's what I like to do. I don't even have to. I just like doing that shit. But so yeah, man, those are my biggest indicators, man. Yeah, just and outdoor sports, basketball, going, just running more, people outside exercising. You definitely in the summertime, you see people outside running and just doing outdoor activities a lot. So I think that's another thing. But what about you? What you think? What works for you?
Most definitely like the sports outside and the goddamn food, the cookouts for sure. And along with the sports. For me, I think growing up, the NBA Finals. Once I see the NBA Finals start, I know we in the summer right now. You know what I'm saying? And also when you hear that first bottle rocket go off, you know what I'm saying? You just chilling in the house and you hear that jump. It don't even be 4th of July yet. You know what I'm saying? But the niggas is preparing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is preparing, and you can hear
that's a good one.
And and also when you see those when you see the 4th of July stands, the fireworks stands when they first go up, they don't even be selling nothing yet, but you can see where they are. They about to set up for the next 3 or 4 weeks. If you're not going out to West Virginia to get your shit, but I know in the city, you get your average Joe or they're set up by the liquor store or something like that when you go get your sparklers and shit like that. So yeah, that's definitely something right around 4th of July is when you can kind of just feel it. And even at night when you get that humidity kind of set in the air and it don't even it still be warm as shit. You be like, God damn.
That's when that might be one of the biggest indicators. That might be one of the biggest indicators when you go outside at night and it's still hot like the daytime. You be like, all right, yeah, this summer for real, because that's you only get that sensation for a few months a year where it be 90 degrees at nighttime, 85 at night. So and it still got that humidity. So I agree with that. But I do agree with what you said earlier as far as the indicator of summer be the NBA Finals, because just in going to school, we usually in school mid-June, and I know the NBA Finals is really around that same time. So just that correlation alone, I think, and I just remember being young, watching the NBA Finals and just wanting to go to the basketball court right after watching the NBA playoffs, want to go to the basketball court, and that's also just another indicator of summer. So that's another big one right there for me. I just remember being a kid and as soon as I see NBA Finals, it's time to go outside. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much why I used to think about that. But even even staying on this same topic, but what's your speaking on summer? What's your expectations for society though, going into going into this year? We just got out of the well, I guess we still kind of in the pandemic, but things starting to open back up. People been on lockdown for a long time. So what is your expectations society from a societal perspective this summer? Do you think the pandemic is actually going to play a role on people's behavior this upcoming summer?
Um, yeah, to a certain extent. If it hasn't already, I see a lot of niggas is acting up already. Like on these
Yeah, that's what
vacations,
I was gonna say.
niggas is acting up already, and rightfully so. I mean, can you blame them? You really can't blame a nigga. I mean, because niggas been in the house almost a year and a half, my dude. Some people done lost jobs. It's been a tough year and a half, and I'm not. It's, please, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. When I niggas can act up, but acting up in a civilized manner versus acting up and just being reckless is completely different. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is out here. You gonna have people that you know what I'm saying want to take the vacations. You want to get on the plane for the first time in a long ass time. You want to just go out to a concert. I want to go to a concert. I was so many concerts I wanted to go to last year that just got canceled. I want to go back to the pool. It's just a lot of shit, but you got other niggas that got different agendas. You got niggas out here that's about that feel as though, all right, I'm about to wild out. And that's where I think we're gonna run into a problem. Niggas just gonna be
Yeah,
doing the most. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be trying to do niggas. You gonna
yeah.
find niggas that's trying to do a year's worth of shit in the summer. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, yo, I'm trying to do this, and this is gonna be too much, yo. It's gonna be like system overload, you know?
I agree with that. I think a lot of what's going on, because if you just put in just a combination, we had the pandemic, you had people being in their house, not going nowhere. Then you got throw on the topic that a lot of people lost jobs. Then you had people who may have had work, you know what I'm saying, but they in the house all the time, so they still didn't really good to go out like that. And then you had the people who literally didn't have a job, you know what I'm saying, and they lost the job, so they literally just been sitting in the house doing nothing. And then you got to add those people. They might be living in more desperate, you know what I'm saying, situations. Like I seen some stat a few months ago. It said like carjackings in DC like jumped 200% in like the
God
past few
damn.
couple months. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying. And they said it's because of a bunch of adolescents with or not adolescents, a grade school, like high school kids, grade school kids with nothing to do. Like because of boredom, these kids out here wilding the fuck out. So you gotta think about it. You got kids who haven't even been in school. School work gives people structure. So when you ain't got school work, you ain't got no structure, you ain't got nothing to do. And the saying is like, what the devil works with idle hands. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no objective
Yep.
and shit, that's when you leave in space for a lot of a lot of stupid shit. So I don't want it to be that way, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a spike in crime this summer, man. And then you throw on top of people being inside with no AC, frustrations, you don't have lacking money, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, no structure. I think that's a horrible combination right there. So like I said, let's hope for the best, but I would not be surprised if we be getting crazy stories all the time on the news about just shit going on, man. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping for the
Do you
best, but
think
I
that
would not be surprised if a lot of that shit went on this summer. Yeah.
the as far as like COVID-19, do you think that niggas just even give a fuck about COVID-19 anymore? Like, is that even a thing? Like, because I feel like Bama's like I'm be honest with you. I went into the store the other day with no mask on. I felt like an alien, yo. I was like, God damn, like everybody was
Yeah.
looking at me, and it was just a weird feeling to not have a mask on out
Yeah.
in public. It was
It
like
is.
wild to me. You
That's
know what I'm
real though.
saying? That's
And I've
crazy.
been seeing a lot of stories that'll say like if you've gotten a vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask, and we strongly encourage you to keep your mask on if you have it. But they not saying we're gonna kick you out if you don't have a mask on. They saying we strongly encourage you to wear the mask if you haven't gotten the vaccine. But I've been in a
Mm-hmm.
couple stores, they say you don't have to wear your mask no more. So the shit is starting to open up. I mean, but yeah, man, it's something to see. Do niggas care anymore? I don't know. I don't even think people care care about it as much. The fear of COVID itself, I think it's more of like like you were saying, the social thing. Like I don't want to be, the sore thumb in the room walking around with no mask on and shit. So I feel like that'd be probably motivating people to wear masks more than the fear of COVID itself. I think
Right.
that should start to wear down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it just threw me for a loop. I was like, damn, like that was like my first. I mean, when's the last time? Have you been out in public without a mask yet?
I'm not indoors, not yet, not indoors. Like outside, I've been
It's it.
like my kids, both my kids play soccer. I gone to their soccer games outdoors, and they told us we ain't had to wear no mask no more. So
Yeah, it's
that's
a
the only thing
different.
I've done without a mask.
Yeah, it's a different feeling when you indoors, and it's like I don't know, and it's weird how like how quickly, damn, how quickly like the mindset can change over a year. Like now you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you're
Conditioning,
apprehensive
bro.
now. It's crazy.
Just
Like, damn, I
conditioning.
literally
Yeah,
felt like
yeah.
I almost felt like going back to my car and getting the mask and putting it back on
Mm-hmm.
just to go back inside. It was like, wow. And I'm like,
This
damn, it's crazy.
Yep, that's real though. That's a
It's
real thing.
crazy.
That's a real thing. But like I said, I've been in stores. I had masks on, and I've been in certain stores, and I've seen people walking around where like it was probably about 50-50. I went into a Giant one time, and it was probably like 50-50 people in there with masks and without them. So, it's starting
Yeah.
slowly getting there. It's slowly getting there.
Yeah.
So we'll
Well,
see.
even with the whole pandemic last year, Bama's was cooped up in the house, and you probably was cooped up in the house with what I'm saying, your significant other or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it may have been. There was a lot of relationship woes going on, a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you think? What are your views on couples that take their woes to the internet and like air their relationship troubles online for like everybody to see? Like what do you think about that?
I mean, I think that's a bunch of attention seeking. I think some people they thrive off the drama, both male and female. I mean, those type of relationships. I think they both thrive off the drama. I think they like gaining attention to themselves to see how people react. It's like kind of like on me and my girl going through it. You put some bullshit on the internet, then you got a back and forth. People agreeing with you, disagreeing with you. Like I just feel like it's just an attention grab, and it really don't do nothing for the relationship at all. And it's kind of weird
At
because there's
all.
no way you're gonna settle your internal beefs in your relationship while including a bunch of people, especially strangers. You know what I'm saying? Not just that, like
Right.
and it's a lot of sick motherfuckers out here. Like it's niggas and females sitting around watching that, see that little a chink in the armor of y'all relationship, and that's an opportunity for them. They saying like, oh, they ain't doing too well. This is an opportunity for me to sneak my way in. So I don't see on any level how it's possible to just be putting out your differences between your spouse on the internet. That shit that means that y'all ain't really worried about each other. Y'all more worried about using each other to gain attention for yourself, if anything. You know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, even from the standpoint of, I mean that. Come on, dude. Like, first of all, what is that shit going to solve? Second of all, I mean, what is your relationship built on? And third of all, that's some high school shit. That's what high schoolers do. That is not for an actual relationship. Like, I'm a post. I'm mad at you, and I'm a post. Even like some people indirectly post shit. You know what I'm saying? Or post a quote.
Yeah.
It ain't yours, but it's a quote that's indirectly directed towards that person. But you want everybody else to see how you feeling about, because the thing about it, if you know what I'm saying, because that person, whoever follows you, know who you in a relationship with. So obviously, if you posted something,
Exactly.
a quote about something happening, or like, you know what I'm saying, they gonna know that that's a direct correlation between you and that person. No, come on, dog. Like you just
Mm-hmm.
it just don't make no goddamn sense. Don't make no sense at all.
Nah, it don't make no sense at all. And like I said, it just to me, it just seems as if you're trying to use your partner to gain attention towards yourself. It's almost like some people be getting in relationships just to have somebody to complain about the other people about. You know what I'm saying? So they could be like, oh,
Right.
that's what you going through. Oh, that's the drama in your life. Oh, he treated you like that. Oh, she treated you like that. But and it really it's really rooted in not really having respect for your partner at the end of the day. Because whatever y'all going through, just keep that shit to yourself. Like, and let's say you do share shit with like your close friends and family, that might be one thing. But when you putting that shit out there to complete strangers that don't know nothing about you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, don't even really know you
Exactly.
don't know who you pulling into your relationship. You don't know who you
Yeah.
pulling into your relationship. So
I agree
I
with
don't
that.
think that shit don't make no fucking sense at all. But I guess power to those
Red said
that choose to live that
Red said it's
lifestyle.
counterproductive. Red said
It
counterproductive
is
as fuck.
counterproductive.
Like shit, yo.
That shit don't get you
like,
nowhere, y'all.
like what the
It just
fuck?
don't. So waste of
But
time.
I also
It's like
do you
what
let
are
me
y'all
ask you
really here
this.
for?
So let me ask you this. Do you in that situation, and I know this might be going to another topic, but in that situation, me personally, I feel as though I would blame them in the relationship. I would blame the male more so than the female. If I Because I feel as though I'm me being the head of the household or in a relationship as a male in general, I'm supposed to I have to lead. And if I'm posting
Hmm.
shit on social media and if I'm airing my
Exactly.
frustrations out, how, she gonna do the same thing. So first of all, that's
You
not
setting
you're
a bad
not
precedent
being exactly. You know what I'm saying?
at
And
all.
that's why
Because you're
most
supposed to be
females,
as a man. You're supposed to be exactly. You're supposed to be protecting your
yeah,
shit. Like even if your girl or your wife or whoever pissing you the fuck off, like you're not gonna put that in there because now you sending arrows at y'all fort. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to do that
exactly,
shit. So you know what I'm saying? So exactly, that's definitely like not that's some anti-man shit for real. But like
exact.
outside
That
of
you
that,
a
like
cold bitch if
yeah,
you do
I
some
agree.
shit like
I
that.
agree with that 100%.
That's
Yeah,
like
for
and
real.
then
Like I agree with that 100%.
and that's why most
I agree
that's
with
why
that 100%.
most women now they don't know what most women now they don't even know what a man really is because most men don't even know how to be men. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think
Mm.
about it, most women don't let a man actually be a man. They if a man were to actually act like a man, most women don't wouldn't want to be with that nigga because a man is going to tell you
Hmm.
how this shit about to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to lead
Yep.
in my household. I'm going to lead. I'm going to, and that's not to say that you know what I'm saying. Oh, whatever I say goes. It's not about that. It's the fact that if I'm the head of the household and I'm supposed to set that precedent of me being the man, I'm leading. And therefore, if you are my woman, you trust that I'm leading us. I'm doing the best things for my family. I'm doing the best things for you. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? But most women,
But not
oh,
even just that.
he,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
she
oh,
don't
you
know.
ain't
She
gonna
don't
tell me
understand
what
that
to do.
her trusting in you, but her trusting in you is what makes you perform better, makes you a better, stronger man. Just the fact that you know that she trusts you. You know what I'm saying? They don't even understand how powerful just that alone, showing that trust they have in you, make you want to run through fucking walls. You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly, exactly.
that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
females want a man. They claim they yell they want a man until a man start acting like a man. You know what I mean? Let a nigga start acting like a true man. They be like, oh, he telling me what to do. Nah, that nigga's just trying to lead. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with
Hmm.
that? Like, what you mean? But anyway, that's just how
But
I
hey,
feel.
I mean, but hey, even if so we on the topic, we've definitely heard this saying before. You know what I'm saying? Where I think some female rapper, I don't know which one it is, because you know what I'm saying, I don't know what it was, but she said, she made a song, I think, right? It was like, broke niggas don't deserve no kitty and shit. Like, what's
Right.
your whole perspective on that shit? Like, if you a broke nigga, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no income. Or I mean, I don't know. When we say broke, do we say absolutely no income, or if you just got like a job that ain't paying a lot of money, like you know what I'm saying? Do you think a dude like that don't deserve no ass though? He don't get no cheeks there because, like you know what I'm saying, man, still gotta get his nigga still gotta get his shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like so what's your
Hey,
perspective on that?
listen.
Just for I guess for those who believe that, what do you think?
Um. Well, first of all, I, that what does broke mean? Like, is broke? Are we saying that, like you said, is broke like nigga ain't got no bread, or is broke saying like is that saying broke being like, oh, is, you know what I'm saying, you know how like they used to say back in the day, oh, he tired, or he, or you are lame, you know what I'm saying, like you might be a dude
Yeah.
that ain't trying to do shit, you know what I'm saying, or you might be a somebody that's just like a couch potato laying around and just kind of bumming off your woman type shit. Is that, but even still at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, like that precedent, you're setting a precedent, because let's say if you hear that song and you hear that, and we know that most younger women hear that, they not going to decipher that as you know what I'm saying, like an older person would. They hear that and they gonna hear it for what it's worth. A broke nigga don't deserve
That's a
no
good
kitty.
point.
I know that's right.
That's a good point. I didn't
You
even
know what
think
I'm
about it
saying?
like that. But that's a good point. And but based off what you said, right? This is all based on perspective, right? Because all right, now if you like a grown ass man and you broke and you still out here chasing ass and all, that's your whole focus, then I feel like, nigga, you got your priorities wrong. But like, let's say you like a nigga that's like 18, and I feel like you were saying a young girl might hear this song. She 18 years old. She dated another nigga that's 18. This nigga fresh out of high school, and she like, oh, this nigga broke. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga ain't even had a job yet for real. Like, can the nigga graduate first? You know what I'm saying? Like,
God
goddamn. So
damn.
I think from that perspective, I don't think that's fair. But you know what I'm saying? If it's like a grown ass man, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you damn near 30 and shit, and you just out here just chasing ass, just like you said, just laying on the
Right.
couch, no motivation, no ambition, and then your woman's still giving you ass and shit. I feel like she definitely handicapping you because you getting rewarded for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's not good, because a nigga will think he ain't got to put in no effort to get ass, and his white woman will keep rewarding him, and what's going to motivate him to keep, to better himself. So I think, I think I can see this. I think there's a little bit of truth to that, but I feel like there's some truth to it. But I feel like some people will take that shit and run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I
that's what
think
I'm
some people could
saying.
take that one line and just run with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly,
yeah, that's how I
especially
look at that shit.
the younger
Especially
female, because
younger.
that's who
Yeah.
exactly, they take it very, young people take shit literal. You know what I mean? Very literal. They
Mm-hmm.
hear that shit, and it's just, I don't know. It's just sound from the sound of it. It just don't sound good. Like, cuz, but at the same time, if you broke, and she's saying like, "Oh, you broke. I can't get no. You can't buy me no the Gucci bags. If you broke, you can't got buy me the red bottoms. If you broke, you can't do all of these things. But technically, a nigga like me, I could have no bread, but my mind is always going to be wealthy to me. You know what I'm saying? My mind is always going
Mm-hmm.
to be, you know what I'm saying, that's something that's of value. You know what I'm saying? So for to say that is to say that that person has nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally don't have nothing if you say that somebody's broke and you don't deserve something.
Yeah,
That's
and
saying a
I
lot.
feel you. I feel you. That's a great point, because all that really does at the end of the day is glorifies materialism. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Exactly.
let's say when we go back to like the young people shit. Let's say a nigga like 19, 20, 21, nigga might have dreams, ambition, goals, but he just ain't get there yet. But a girl
Right.
might see this in one line and be like, "Oh well, that nigga driving a '92 Civic. Oh, he live in his mom's basement at 19 years old. It's like, nah, this nigga ain't good for me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't good enough for me yet. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Just because,
Exactly.
he can't, he not doing what that girl sweetie say. She said if he can't get you a Birkin bag and shit, like me and
Hmm.
you, we may not take that shit seriously, but a young 19-year-old like girl, she might like look at that shit and be thinking like, oh shit, this nigga 19 and can't give me a Birkin bag. This nigga 21, this old broke ass college student nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like it almost like eliminates the nigga who with dreams and goals who hasn't arrived at his goals yet. It's kind of like just eliminates
Exactly.
that nigga. He gets no
Right.
ass
And you
until
faulting him for that.
until that nigga get. Yeah, you faulting him for building. You know what I'm saying? Damn near. You faulting this nigga for building to success and shit like that. So I mean,
Oh man.
I get it to a certain point, but that definitely can, this shit, that line right there is dangerous because it could be taken the wrong way. And like you said, you can run with it, but at the same time, that old saying they say you can always what they say, you never lose. Or they say you'll lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money at the end of the fucking day. And then
That's a
that can
yeah,
apply to this
bar.
concept right here at the end of the day. That can apply to this
Yeah.
concept right here, right? Any day, and like you'll meet a whole bunch of old head niggas that tell you that chasing women and ruin their fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
And
I
how
think
ironic that
there's
it was
definitely
the
some.
I don't know. That's a tough one right there because, like you said, man, it all depends on the perspective of the audience or the person that hears that. Like you can
Mhm.
a grown woman could look at that and what I'm saying, take it for face value and be like, all right, what I'm saying, I know that literally that's not what you meant, but at the same time, a 13-year-old, 13-year-old female hears that and they going they in high school thinking that you ain't got nothing.
They supposed to be
You
riding
ain't
in
got
a
no
in a Mercedes and shit.
right. Like what are we doing? Like what precedent are we actually setting here? You know. But hey, I know that's right. Shit, crazy out here,
Right.
dog. Oh man. But yeah, moving on. Let's see. What's the song on the radio that you absolutely can't stand when it comes on the radio or pops up at like a cookout or wedding or sporting event? Something that kind of like grinds your gears. Like it can even be a jingle or that you hear on the or, what I'm saying, like on a commercial or something. What's something that a song that you just can't stand and it grinds your gears?
All right. So when that question, the first song to come to my mind, it's not even necessarily that I hate this song. I just think the song
Mm-hmm.
cheesy as shit. Is that next that wifey joint? You're my wifey. That shit. That shit is cheesy as fuck to me. Like wherever I hear that shit, I was like, yeah, these niggas sound all cuddly and shit. Like I don't know, that shit just sound real cheesy, young. And my wife always usually teased me with like, oh, she was like, you lucky that was gonna be our wedding song. I was like, nah, don't do that shit. I can't see myself coming out
Oh
to that
shit.
song and shit like that. But that's the joy. That shit, I don't know. Like I said, yeah, you know what song I'm talking about. That joint cheesy shit. It's not that I hate the joint. Like if the joint come on, like if I'm at the cookout, you know what I'm saying, or a wedding shit come on, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. But I might get an eye roll. I might definitely roll my eyes and shit like that. Like, damn, this shit on. But I mean, I don't be mad. It don't
And
fuck
that's
my
a
mood up
wedding
and shit. But
song. That is a
yeah,
wedding
that's a wedding
reception
song though. That's a
song.
wedding song.
That is
That's a wedding
definitely
song, y'all.
getting two-step two. Hand dance all day.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
I didn't think
that
he was
joint
gonna do.
good.
That's a classic.
I know that's what I'm saying. A lot of people like that song though, nigga. They were like, "What are you talking about?" They play that
Oh,
song at every wedding, at every cookout. They play that shit at
every
cookouts
god.
too. They play that shit at every joint, every wedding and cookout. They gonna play that shit.
Oh shit. Damn. Damn.
What you got though?
Damn.
What's your joint?
Man, all right. So this song came out when we was at Bowie, when we was in Bowie State. I I cannot stand the goddamn Laffy Taffy song, yo. Shake that Laffy
Oh
Taffy,
yeah, I
that
forgot about
Laffy
that one.
Taffy.
I
That
forgot about that one.
I don't
That's a
know
good
what
one.
it is.
Oh man.
I don't know what it is about that song. I
Oh
think
man.
I think it's because right around at that time when that song came out, it was all like Wayne and Jeezy to me. And it was just like, how dare you
It was
release
a
some
different
shit
sound.
like this? How dare
Yeah,
you
it's
release
watered
some
down. It
shit
felt
like
watered
this
down.
in the midst of Wayne and Jeezy? How dare you release some shit? Dum, 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 dum. I'm like, hell nah. That shit, to this day, that shit come on. It kind
Yeah.
of like, it gets me to the point where like I can't change that shit quick enough, yo. Shake that laugh taffy.
Yeah.
That laugh and then they had a nerd to start
That's funny though.
snapping
Because
with this shit. I'm like, come
then they
on,
had to
dog.
dance with the joints, nigga, and that shit was swept the country by. That shit took the country by storm with that shit. But you're 100% right with that shit because when that song came out, it like that was like that's the beginning of when like rap started to change to more like the simple type shit, like the ringtone
Yep,
raps and all that shit. Like that's and open the space for like Soldier Boy and all them type niggas. That was like right
like a
when rap started to
motherfucker.
become more like yeah, it started like kind of being more simplified. But another song, man, which is probably a very unpopular opinion, is "Drunken Love," Jay Z
Uh
and Beyonce. I could not stand that shit, bro. Like that was one joint I probably would say used to make me like I would change the station. Because I don't know, bro. I don't know. It just felt weird. I'm gonna tell you why though, young. Because I don't want to listen to like I'm married, but I don't want to listen to like a married couple talking about they love making on the track. Like I don't want to hear that shit. I don't know. It's like what I'm saying. Y'all niggas like 40 and shit. Don't nobody want to hear that. Like I don't know. That's me. I don't know.
I can see
I
what
was
you're
like, no,
saying,
I
and
want to hear that shit.
that track is also just like kind of loud, and it don't really flow. It's just kind of it's
It's just
just like
real
they
like
got in the studio. Yeah, it's just like it has really no substance to it. And Jay ain't even
yeah.
really rapping. If I do say so myself,
And then
it's the
Beyonce
what I'm
talking
saying?
about
It's
surfboarding on Jay Z and shit. Don't nobody want to. I don't want to picture that shit. Like what the fuck?
oh man,
Like
and
I don't
but that
know.
was for the
That's all, yo.
that, and then the hot sauce,
I
and
don't
then
know, yo.
females started carrying around hot sauce after that, like for real. Females
But
started
the
carrying
females
around hot
love
sauce in
that
their
song,
bag.
bruh. They loved that song when that song came out, man. That shit was like crazy. Like that was like the one when that shit came out. But that's one song definitely makes me cringe though. Drunken Love. I would definitely say that one. I'm trying to think if there's another joint off the top of my head, but that's those two definitely was probably the first two that popped in my head. Like I
What's
never
another
liked that
one
joint
for
when it
me?
came out.
Damn, that's what's another one for me? A song I don't really bang with like that. Um, I don't know, but yeah,
That was
I
like,
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying with that Jay-Z Beyonce joint though, because now that I think about it, it's a loud ass song, and then it's like they aren't really. She ain't even really singing for real. He ain't
but
rapping.
it's
It's
like
just like they just did a track.
hard ass subs. It's like hard ass subs, hard ass horns. Beyonce singing hard as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's basically what that song was. It was just like just I don't know. It was a lot. That shit was a lot, man. That shit was a lot. Like that. So, but it's funny though because it do sound like somebody like a nigga incoherent in the club fucked up. Like that's what that shit sound like though. I could hear that shit though. Like I could see somebody being incoherent, fucked up, and that song was playing in the background, and they kissing somebody like that type of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Well, what's it? What? Well, let's flip it right quick. Give me a song that give me a old
That
like not
energize you every time you hear that shit.
yeah. Give me a song that kind of like push you like even if you're not even like a dancer, because I'm not a dancer myself, but a song that kind of when it comes on, it grooves you to the point where like you know what, I could cut a little rug to this joint right quick. What? Give me a song that makes Marcus move.
Mm. I know, right?
I
Not
got
much.
one. I got
Let me
one.
see.
I got one.
Oh, you got what you got?
I
What you
got
got?
one. I got
What
one.
you got?
Hey, that no diggity, no doubt joint from back in the day,
Oh
the
yeah,
Black Street
yeah.
joint.
That shit. That's a
Hey,
classic joint.
listen. Hey, that
That's a
joint.
classic
I
joint.
don't know what it is about that joint with that motherfucking Penny Hardaway puppet in that video. Yeah. Hey,
A
that
little
joint
puppo
used
in
to
that
go
shit. That's some
hard.
good ones.
That joint used to go hard.
Damn.
You gotta get down, get low, baby, gonna rub an hour over time.
All right. So I got a joint. I ain't gonna say that shit'll move me to the dance floor, but I say that shit energized me. Like every time I hear that song, is that remember that clips with Pharrell, I'm feeling good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Remember that joint? I'm feeling
Yeah.
good. That shit right there. Every time that shit come on,
Hey,
young. That shit, like that beat,
hey,
like
that beat,
literally, it's a
yeah.
feel good track. That beat
Hey,
crazy, young. That beat is
that beat
fire.
crazy as shit. Damn.
That joint
When did
definitely
that come
energized me,
out?
man.
Hold up.
Throw
When
some
was
D's
that?
on it. Throw some D's. That shit had to been. That was like maybe like 2012, 2013, some shit like that. I think when that came out, I want to say that might have been about 2012, 2013. And throw some D's on that bitch. The what's his name? Rich Boy. That shit
Oh
right
yeah,
there. Every
yeah,
time
yeah.
this will never get old to me. That
That
shit
was a
never get old.
summer jam joint too.
Yeah,
That
that was
joint's
a summer
actually
joint.
kind of
That shit.
timeless. That joint is kind of
That shit
timeless though,
is timeless.
because
It don't get old. That beat is still fire.
even when it come on the intro, the way it even
The
comes in, it's
intro,
just like,
how the like
hey,
the little
just for the
how the
cat,
yeah how
hey,
they the little conversation. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that shit go
That
hard as
shit goes
shit
so
for real, for
yeah.
sure.
Those some D's. That shit definitely.
Hey, but guess what? Definitely. Hey,
But
don't
yeah,
forget
man.
to like and subscribe. Please don't forget to like and
Yeah,
subscribe. Go
definitely
down there
like
and
and
hit that joint right
subscribe.
now. Flight Room all day. Y'all know what it is. Every single Wednesday. Every single Wednesday. We not going nowhere. 2-man show. We ain't going nowhere. We not going nowhere, guys. Like and subscribe.
Not at all.
All right, we're about
Peace,
to get
y'all.
out of here. It's episode 59. You already know what it is. Peace.
Peace, y'all.